On the Parkway is 65 miles an hour. A lot of them in New York, where I was growing up, were 55. A couple of them bumped up to 65. But as you go into bigger states, they get a little higher. So Texas, some of the ones we were on Texas were 85. So you can go a little bit faster. It can take you a little bit shorter time here on the Texas highways, but yeah, it's still going to take you a few hours to make this drive.
Normally, 1 mile takes like 1 minute to drive, right?
If you're driving 60 miles an hour, 1 mile will take you 1 minute.
How about here, where we live? How long would a mile take to drive?
So if you're driving 65, well, driving in Toms River,
yeah.
That would all depend where you are, how many lights you're in, if you have to do one of those jug handles, all that. If you're driving on the highway and you're driving 60 miles an hour, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so that would be exactly 1 minute. If you're traveling nonstop, you don't slow down, you don't speed up, you travel exactly 60 miles an hour, 1 mile will take you 1 minute. So if you're driving a little faster than that, you'll probably make this distance in maybe 200 minutes. So 3 hours and 20 minutes. Silas?
How far is Houston to Dallas?
Let's see. So Silas, what would you say?
I would say about like 270 or something.
We'll take a look. Because it's between 200 and 250, so it can't be higher than 250.
I think it's Houston.
That's higher than 250 again. It needs to be between here, between 200 and 250. Could be, yeah. Looks about halfway. 225, 230 maybe.
I have an estimate of that. I think it's like 245.
Could be.
I think it's like 235.
Could be.
That's like in between
All right.
200.
Now, one more thing I want to show you. You won't need to do this for our for the questions on our sheet here, but you might have to do this if you're using a map scale and you have a limited piece of paper like this index card. Let's say we wanted to go from Amarillo to Corpus Christi. That's longer than our index card. So what we would do is start with our index card at Amarillo, point in the general direction of Corpus Christi. Again, this is an estimate, so nothing needs to be perfect. But then we'll put a little mark at that 400 mark on the map. You put that little mark right on the map, and you know that's 400 miles. Then move your scale over, get back to that mark at the 0, to our 0 at Corpus Christi. And Carter, what do we think? Close. This mark would be 400. Then plus these 200. 4 plus 2.
Oh, I know that.
600. It'd be about 600 miles. Your first mark here was 400. Where's my little dash right there? So from here to here was that 400 miles we had marked, and then from there to there, 200. Now, don't do this on your map, but I just want to show you. If we're talking real distance again, another reason why this is an estimate, we're saying El Paso to Midland is 250 miles. That's a perfectly straight line. Roads are not perfectly straight lines. So another reason this is an estimate is because the road to get from El Paso to Midland is probably going to look more like that. It's gonna go up and down. It's not going to be a perfectly straight line from one place to another. So that's going to add mileage. That's another reason this is just an estimate. And our map scale is not going to be perfect. So both of those tell me this is going to be a general estimate. So that 250 miles is likely going to be more like 275, maybe 280 with all of the twists and turns and different roads you got to take. The 250 would be straight flying. Okay.